Hey up YouTube. Well, bit of a nice spot. Bit high to get up. Not a lot of wind. So this is where I am. Hey up YouTube. Hey up and good morning YouTube. Welcome to another video from Argentina. Republic of Argentina province, Jujuy. Yeah, I think it does need my sticker.
That's cute. It's kind of like yours. The style.
Yeah, that's tiled to the thing. I don't recognise anybody yet. Let's put a sticker on. I still haven't put my Argentinian flag on.
Entonces, normalmente nosotros
Argentina flag on.
nosotros del mundo 4 años.
Sort of like top of the hill. It's quite a nice spot actually. It's very warm and humid. This guy, Mexican. Very cool. I'll give him a sticker. And obviously Chris and Erin. All part of the fun. Yeah. And then he's come all the way from Pudo Bay. Yeah, so he shipped into the States and then all the way down up to Pudo Bay and now met him in Argentina. That's pretty cool. That's a long way. Long way in a little Vespa. Definitely a long way in a little Vespa. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, lots of bikes, push bikes and bikes. And not so much stickers on this side. Yeah, pretty cool. International Mexican, Spanish, English, and American, Hungarian. Why not? In a bit. llamas here as well. So we have a big lemur. A few stickers again. I always look to see if I know anybody. You never know. So this is the llama inside. Kind of cheating, but it's right. Bit of a nice spot, a bit high to get up, not a lot of wind, so this is where I am. How'd you look at that? 14,000 feet. Have a look. I know this we're undersea. Look how it's really, really cool. Really, really cool is that. Really, really cool. Yeah, I don't know how well the drone would do. That is pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Wish they'd changed my drone up now. Yeah, that's definitely pretty cool. So Erin's found a nice little market. And we'll go and have a wander around here. See what we can see. It's actually a pretty cool market. There's still a lot of the same stuff. A lot of the same stuff, but a lot of different stuff as well. Pretty cool.
More stuff we don't use.
And then obviously the food market there and the fruit and veg. So we're just heading over to have a look at the church, which is there. And Mr. Cool and Chris and Aaron having a nosy, what's seen, been to the market, got some bits. Nice little square, nice little place actually is this, pretty cool. So this is a cute little church, and me and Chris, and I gotta go in and have a nosy. Let's go. So apparently all this wood is made out of cactus. It's all cactus wood, as you can see. It's pretty cool. Hopefully, yeah, you can see that. That will be ring, but there's only two. Some of the bits all made out of cactus wood. That is pretty nice, is that? The whole roof. You can see all the holes. That's for the cactus. Don't know if these beams are. I don't think these beams are. But the flooring is, and then the roof itself is. And the bits, the boards are going across are all cactus. Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Very interesting. It's downhill.
Is it?
Well, you don't realize you're walking up, but when you go down, it's really fast.
All right.
I like these the two murals.
They do. I do like them. Probably going sacrificing more kids like they do. Mind you, I think this was later, wasn't it? Yeah, pretty nice. I like that rug. I do like that rug. Yeah. Yes, you can see the roof. You can see the holes. That's how the cactus wood goes. That's pretty cool. I'm surprised the pews aren't made out of it as well. But these are, yeah, they are pretty nice. What's that? What are they for though? Yeah, pretty nice. Right, let's go and find Mr. Cool and Erin. I'm not religious, particularly, but I still find it interesting. Each into their own. Right, let's go back outside. I don't know what these look like, things to put candles out or something. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's a nice little town, this. Pretty cool. So, another salt flats. A little bit windy, but this is in Argentina. And Mr. Cool's acting again, look. You see? And then made out of salt. Again. Beautiful moment. I've already been past here, but funny enough. there's lots to sell your stuff. That's per. So this is where we stopped last night. Pretty cool. It was actually a really nice, reasonably warm night last night. I want to get down for a swire around Christmas, but I've got friends that are in down there now, Swire, and they should, I think they're shipping from Uruguay, so they're going to be coming up the road that I'm going to be going down, so I'm going to message them tonight. And it'd been really cool seeing them again, because I met them in Olympic Peninsula in the States, so that'd be cool. We was going to try and meet up somewhere else, but we just didn't. They were moving too fast, because they've only had a certain amount of time, and all the time in the world, sort of thing. So it'd be nice to meet up with them, because I've changed things around. We can meet up with them. So that'll be cool. And then as well, because I'm going the opposite way round, so I'm going down Argentina instead of on the east side, instead of down Argentina on the west side. And then I can come round from Ushuaia round to Chile on the west side, and then go up through Chile on the west side, and then ship from San Diego to New Zealand or Australia. But that would work out really well, because I'll be able to see Kevin and Jenny again, because they'll be coming down through Chile, so that'll be nice to see them again. So that'll be really cool. Right, we come to the main road, so I'll see you in a bit. And another thing I've just remembered then, because Chris and Erin, who I'm travelling with now, they're going down through Chile as well, so I'll be able to meet them up again. So changing my plans, I've actually it's been a really good idea, because I'm going to ship from Santiago, which it's better, it's shorter trip to Australia or New Zealand. It's a shorter trip, and it's cheaper getting an Airbnb there than it is in Argentina or Uruguay. I think the price shipping is around about the same, but when it goes from Uruguay, it goes from Uruguay to Santiago anyway, so I might as well just ship from that. So just taking a bit of a diversion has worked out pretty well. But when you travel like we travel, things like that happen, and things just work out well sometimes. So, if you're open to change, that's pretty good. So if you've got things set in stone, you're kind of screwed. But because I haven't got things set in stone, it means I don't have to go. I go back home for 6 weeks. But the ship from Uruguay is like two and a half months, so it's quite a way. But it's 5-6 weeks from San Diego, which is pretty cool. But I'll just show you this here. It's just stunning scenery, absolutely stunning, really nice. This is so nice, and it's a beautiful day today, lovely and warm. Argentina's pretty nice.
So we got ours, and you can get them both now?
It's a pretty nice valley coming up there. I can't see that. So, 3 foxes. Oh, wherever they are. That is pretty nice. And then look, it'll come over the mountains. The mist. Yeah, all the cactus. Thousands of cactuses. Or is it cacti? And then we've come out through that, through the mist. So this is a little town called Catcher. That was right here, but there's a church there, look, I'm going to have a look at that. But we're just wandering around and just seeing what's interesting. Because you never know. Go and have a look at church. Well, it's long, isn't it? Look at the roof.
Yeah.
Cactus. God, it's long as this. Even the yeah, pretty cool. Here's the altar's cactus. That's cool. Even that is. Must be hot if he's not having snacks. Not even the signs.
Huh? Yeah, even the signs, that's true. Even the signs are cactus.
Yeah. Very sleepy little town. And it is Sunday, so